What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Puckin Around. My name is Jordan. You may know me as Shot Props. We have a few people who will be joining me today. Nice 10-game Thursday slate. 10, I believe, right? Looks like 12, actually. 2 bonus games because I can't count. We should have some other people joining us shortly. If you are new here, we try to keep it as interactive as possible. If you have questions, plays you want to share, anything along those lines, pop that in the chat. We will get to as many as we can. Absolutely. All right. Let's see if we got any news while I'm waiting for co-hosts to get here. They're just leaving me hanging, friends. It's brutal. Stuart Skinner injured. Mikko Rantanen hit him in the head with his knee. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. First of the co-hosts filtering in here.
Hi.
We've got Tyson, a.k.a. Spittin' Picklets. He's just getting set up, I believe.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Can anybody? Okay, cool. What's going on?
Yeah, you are good. Not much. How are you doing?
Good. I didn't think I'd be the first one here at 9:03, but here we are.
First one here. We've got a nice 12-game slate.
It's been a while since I've been here.
Things. And speaking of, it looks like it's been brought to my attention. The streams say that it is for March 25th. That is incorrect. This is March 27th. That's the slate that we're going to be looking at. I could give a ton of winners for March 25th, though. So
yeah,
we'll say that.
We should go back and just do Tuesday's show. I guarantee you we sweep.
So yeah, if you're watching, apologies. I know it says March 25th on X/YouTube. We are looking at the March 27th slate. We weren't able to get a show together on Tuesday, but we're here now. We'll let Walla load in and we can jump into it. Walla, how are you doing?
What's going on?
So we've got Tyson, a.k.a. Spittin' Picklets, Walla, a.k.a. at Walla Bets. We've got Ray, a.k.a. at Firefighter Bets. Full house. How we doing?
Another day.
Good. Looking forward to today. Been a while with the boys. Whole band's back together.
Absolutely. We've got a 12-game slate, so we'll jump into it. If you have anything else you want to say, floor is yours real quick.
Is this not one of the best days in sports? I mean, you got March Madness is on, opening day. There's hockey on. I'm a big golf guy. Golf's back. Might be.
NFL draft soon.
Yeah. NBA
It's a great day. It's a great day. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. Okay, first game on the slate. We've got the Pittsburgh Penguins at the Buffalo Sabres. Pittsburgh coming off a big loss to Tampa. Lost 6-1, I believe. The Sabres are minus 135 moneyline favorite at home. Sabres allowing the 6th most goals against over the last 10 games, 3.56 goals against allowed. The Pittsburgh Penguins allowing the 1st most shots against over the same period, though neither of these teams are really shooting a ton, both hovering around 25 shots for or fewer. Pittsburgh allows many shots to wingers and defensemen, so we'll see if anything looks good for us there. And Buffalo is a good matchup for defensemen as well. We'll go to Walla for some player prop information. We're using props.cash today. Also, Tristan Jarry confirmed no information on the Buffalo side. As of
Ray's boy.
The guy stinks, bro.
Goalie saves are getting tough.
2 or 3 game stretch where he was elite.
Goalie saves are getting tough. And yeah, what do you guys want to take a look at? Who wants to go first for Pittsburgh at Buffalo?
I played Darlene shots.
Yep.
Last 10 games, he's over 6 of them with 4 in each of those overs. I like his shot attempts too. If we look at his last 10, dropped off a little bit, I guess, but I'm not worried because of the matchup against Pittsburgh here, who allow a ton of shots against defensemen. If we look at the head-to-head in 2 meetings this season, he had 5 shots in each game. So I'm liking him for this price around. It's pretty close to even money. Good spot.
That was going to be the only player I wanted to bring up.
Yep,
as
love
well.
it.
One
I'm
for him last
rolling you on
game.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
all
mean-
I locked in this one so far. I think there could be goals in this one. If you want to look at points or something, a couple of teams that let up goals.
Yeah, I bet Raquel on Tuesday and he didn't hit, so he's definitely getting a point.
He's definitely getting a point today.
He'd be good
His line did
for a goal.
Yeah,
I mean, I would look at him for a goal over. Yeah, if you wanted to look at him, try to get plus money.
Minus 148 for a point. Man.
it was minus 118 on Tuesday. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at the history right here.
Yeah,
It's Buffalo.
yeah, I don't mind that one.
So he could be
He's
on
having
the
a good
radar to
season.
score.
Goal wise too. Plus 195. Like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind him in like a round robin or something. Maybe I'll look at that.
Maybe we can pull up a goal lay. We'll put that one as a potential.
I'm
option.
good. I'm out.
No,
No,
you're fine.
No. We did one off the record on Tuesday, and of course, I'm the only one that didn't hit, and I just didn't hear the end of it.
I always do
one
round
point.
robins. I don't even do parlays on those.
I didn't hear the
Yeah,
end of it.
we did.
Josh was
we did a
questioning my
three-legger.
whole betting strategy.
We'll
I
leave
mean,
you out this
Flyer
time.
said he couldn't feed his kids because Greg Batherson couldn't put one in the net. Like, absolutely brutal.
Well, I'm gonna probably have Raquel in the round robin today. That was good to me.
There we go. So he's on the list. Ray, did you have anything in this one you want to talk about before we move on?
No, sir. Got nothing.
All right, we will keep it moving. Okay, next up, switch that and that. All right, next up, Ottawa Senators taking on the Detroit Red Wings. Ottawa 10th most goals for, Detroit 10th most goals against. Ottawa's the 8th most shots against. Detroit middle of the pack in terms of shots for. Both of these teams allowing a good amount of shots to defensemen, if you like any defensemen in this game. In terms of goaltenders, we have Allmark for the Senators and Alex Lyon for the Red Wings. And Ottawa, minus 130 favorite on the road. Coming off a 1-game loss. So we'll go to Walla for some player props. Ray Tyson taking a look, seeing if anything jumps out to them. We had Cousin Point on Tuesday. I think everybody played that in the
I was
whole
going to
world.
say half the world did.
So congratulations.
No doubt.
That was a no sweat.
Yeah.
What is everybody liking in this one? I think Walla, you
Are lines roughly the same for Ottawa?
I'll pull
I think
it up for you one
Cousins
moment.
is Cousins and was it Grieg or something like that?
I
I
think
believe
say
Cousins,
it's Greg, but I could be
Batherson,
wrong.
and Perron. Huh.
Perron? Yeah,
Yeah, Perron.
that's what I have. Zetterlund, Stutzla, Giroux,
What his point?
Kachuk with Pinto and Greg.
Oh, Pinto's on the top now. Okay.
Yeah, they have it listed as 3. It looks like they're going to roll 3 lines with this. This is the actual lines. So this is what they ran in practice today.
Hear me out,
Splitting
fellas.
things up here.
Batherson goal.
I'll pop it on screen real quick here. Pop it on screen so everybody can see the lines.
What do you
I think
want
Spittin
up?
is kidding.
Yeah, I'm just.
I think he's
Batherson
kidding.
Goal.
He had Batherson
All right,
goal
well-
in our goal lay. That's
This
okay.
is something that's
So-
moving really fast right now, so it's not this anymore. It's I think it's already moved to like minus 128 on FanDuel. But so if you look at Casper here, he's 53% on the season. He's coming off 4 straight misses.
Oh,
But if
crap.
you look at where they were all on the road. Look at his home chart. He's got a 72% hit rate at home for these shots. And if you look at recently, he's really he's stepped up the attempts on home ice. Minutes, everything's been trending up for him overall on the season. But he really is good at home. So I like that line for 2 shots. You get some comfort here seeing a lot of 4s and 3s. He's good with his shots too. So when he gets the volume, you'll see he'll like land more on net. You know what I mean? It's not like a defenseman where he takes 10 shots and lands 2. So the volume spike is great. And then in his last 2, he has 3 meetings with the Senators this season, but the first one was so early on before he was really a big factor. So if we look at these last 2, which were more recent, he has 2 and 3 shots against Ottawa. So I'm definitely playing that. I love that he missed 4 straight games on the road, and he's back at home where he had 4 shots against like Vegas, 5 games ago. So I like him for 2 against Ottawa.
All right. Walla is on Marco Casper over 1.5 shots, minus 125-ish. It's moving. So if you like it, lock it in.
Yeah, I think it's 128 on FanDuel, minus 130 on DraftKings. So it's moving.
I'm
Awesome.
looking for it.
We've got a revenge game for a couple Detroit players that I know some folks are on. Walla, can we look at David Perron's chart for shots and potentially point?
Yeah, I was curious about his point, depending what line he was on today.
And speaking of,
So they've played
know,
earlier this year, and that's when Olmark had his like 48 save game. So that's something I'll probably look into. Olmark saves, depending on when we get a line.
So Perron is with Cousins and Batherson. Perron line 2, left wing.
Batherson scoring, so I like Perron point.
Yeah, I definitely like Perron for a point here. Just curious. Yeah, a little road streak too. For points, and then 2-2. Well, it doesn't even freaking matter. This one is from 2021. What team was even on then?
Yeah.
Vegas or something.
Probably.
So yeah, I like it though.
Still?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. One more time. What line is he on? Who's he with?
Cousins and
He's on line 2 with Cousins and Bath.
Yeah, I'll probably put this in. That's an awesome price.
Do we want to check out Fabian Zetterlund real quick?
Points or shot?
Shots, because he's on the top line now. I don't know if it's a playable line, but I think he's been on the top line the last 2 games, and that's when he's cleared recently. Is his volume up? Must be after last game.
Yeah.
It's trending up.
Yeah. Just so I don't know what's the price.
Like
minus
148.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's the best price on DraftKings, it looks like.
I was
Never
looking
mind.
at probably Jake Sanderson for a point. Typically better at home, but if you look up like defenseman versus Ottawa lately, it seemed like a lot of PP1 D-men have been getting their point. Some guys off the top, Jacob Chikrin, Alex Pietrangelo. That's when Shea Theodore was out. Devon Taves, Kel Makar. So a bunch of number 1 D-men have been clearing this point line, and I see plus 110-ish. So I think it's very playable.
Would you pivot to assist? I think over the last 10,
I mean, you can, just because he scored
heavily weighted.
I mean, he's only scored 1 goal his last 10 games, so I can see an assist as well, plus 130. I'd rather just he actually has 2 assists this year against Detroit too in both games.
Yeah, this volume isn't great. I mean, last game he had 7 attempts, but yeah, for a defenseman, if you're looking at goal, you're going to want him to be shooting more.
Yeah, I'll probably just stick with the point. It's still plus money, so.
All right. And then last thing, Walla, can we take a quick look at Alex DeBrincat shots? I think it might be a little pricey, but could be a parlay piece. Revenge game. He's missed two straight.
11 shots on goal against them.
The last time they played.
Yeah.
11.
48 shots. It's crazy. Or saves.
Oh, right. I think I had him for a goal that game.
Frustrating.
I had to brink it. I needed him to score a goal, and he got 11 shots on goal.
Minus 142. So the volume's down, but it is an interesting matchup.
Because I ran it back the game after against Buffalo, and boom, he scored. That's right.
Okay, so Walla had Casper for 2 shots. Let's make my list here. Ray, you had Sanderson Point.
Sanderson, yeah.
I like
plus
10.
Here on point angle.
I just looked. It seems like Cousins, Kachuk, and Grieg are that line 1. Zetterlund, Stützle, and Giroux's line 2.
All right, never
That's
mind.
according to their morning skate. And,
that's what I thought. I thought that's what I saw, the morning skate. So Cousins is line 1.
Yeah, Perron, Pinto, Batherson, line 3.
Yeah, all right, never mind. I'm not interested. I mean, he can still very, very much get it, but just that's not what did it for me was when I thought he was up on line 2. Still, as he's been on a roll, he's on a point streak on the road, and he has the history versus Detroit plus 158 for Perron, but he's third line. So, what's Cousins at?
Where are you seeing that, Ray?
I'll show
That's
you
their
right now.
morning skate, like by one of the reporters.
Yeah, that's what my source is too. That's why I'm curious because that's
TSN 1200 Ottawa. So.
Incredible.
Cousins point. Then let's.
Ottawa just tweeted that Zetterlund, Stützle, and Claude is line 1. So I really don't know. That was by the Ottawa actual Senators page.
Yeah, I mean, either way, Perron's not with the line that we thought.
Ottawa said Zetterlund, Stützle, Claude. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's one line. Then the other line is Brady, Cousins, and Krieg.
Like if that's what he's saying, then Perron is with Cousins and Batherson. That's the same thing that I have.
On the Ottawa actual Twitter page, it says Perron, Cousins, and Batherson. So
when was that though?
8 minutes ago.
Oh, maybe they did something. I guess they changed it since the skate.
Yeah. So Perron is officially with Cousins and Batherson. So I don't know.
That's confusing as hell, man.
It is.
They need to get.
Don't correct me. Don't correct me, Ray.
Well, I didn't look 8 minutes ago. I haven't looked since 8 minutes ago, so I was just talking about what I saw morning skate wise.
Next game.
Yeah, it's weird.
What's next?
I got Utah and Tampa. Utah taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Utah allowing the 4th most goals against. Both these teams middle of the pack in terms of goals for. They're both top 10 in terms of shots for. Both bottom 10 in terms of shots against. Tampa is a decent matchup for centers. That's about it in terms of team information. In terms of goaltenders, we have Vasilevsky confirmed for the Lightning. Nothing on the Utah side.
Okay.
I just want to say screw Jake Gensel after Tuesday.
Yep, I agree.
Perfect. That's my first play. Gensel over 2.5 shots on goal plus 100. That's my first play.
Better price than last game that we took.
I love it. Yep, I wasn't interested since 3 games ago when he cleared against this team with 5 shots on goal I stayed off the last, or no, I had him in something for Pittsburgh and was I had it upset with the shots, but he got the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay. I like him here for shots though. Couple of unders. I like him at home against Utah. Admittedly, it's a lot based on the history here. Seven straight since 2022. He just rips off a lot of attempts when he plays this team, and I'm just going for the positive regression after 2 down games. I like the plus money. That's really it for me. If he wasn't plus 100, maybe I would think differently, but I'm definitely taking a shot on that.
Yeah. No, it's a good price considering his he let everybody down. So I mean, day after bets, they always come through the next game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
I had Sergachev in a revenge angle last time they met because I'm pretty sure it was only a few games ago. Yeah, 2 games ago. 6 attempts, 1 shot. The bastard. Don't think I'll go back to him, but that means he'll hit. So, I mean,
If
he
you don't
does
want to
look
play
better
Gensel,
on the road.
look at this right here. Point last couple of games has started shooting again recently.
Turn it back around.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy to see he had 2 games here where he had 8 attempts and went under. That's pretty crazy, but
Yeah.
just things are balancing out. Now he a lot of unders, 3 straight overs, 16 attempts last 2 games. He's always been a guy that you look at on home ice over the years, and pretty decent history versus Utah. So that's another nice one, plus 120.
Yep, cleared on the road against them in a recent matchup.
I think Tampa. I think they win. They're heavy favorites, but maybe Hagel or Sorelli for a point. Seems like that line has been doing damage lately. They both have points against Utah just a couple weeks ago. So maybe even Sorelli's been scoring. I don't know. Maybe Sorelli for a goal, something like that.
He's plus 100 for a point. It's not bad.
I would
multiple.
Maybe even you can even line stack too. So you could probably get like plus like 2 something on both of those guys.
Yeah, if you put Hagel with them.
Yeah.
Dylan Gunther's chart looks unreal for the parlay piece. If you want to add.
What shots?
Yeah, 10 straight, maybe even more.
Yeah, nice volume. 11 shots last game. 11 shot attempts last game.
Yeah.
3 against Tampa. Yeah, he's always on the radar, I think. He's a parlay piece in most games.
For sure.
But I went with Gensel. But I like point a lot as well.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else here?
Raise off.
What'd you say, Ray?
I said best of luck to Waller. It's cashing today because Spence not playing.
Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna play Gensel too.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I like playing some of these guys who.
If he didn't burn me in his 2 last games I've played him, I would have looked on playing him, but
I can't get in my head about what happened last game.
I was on him against this team, and it was nice. So I'm counting on him to come back alive here.
Riding it again.
He probably heard some shit, got some messages on social media.
Ruined
my parlay, you bastard.
Don't check my DMs.
Oh gosh. Next up, we've got the Montreal Canadiens at the Philadelphia Flyers. Both these teams top 10 in terms of goals against. Philadelphia, the most goals against per game over the last 30 days. Montreal, 14th most goals for. Montreal is also allowing the 5th most shots against. They're a great matchup for centers and defensemen. Good matchup against wingers as well. So Flyers for shots, Montreal for points definitely stand out. Anybody liking anything here in terms of goaltenders, real quick? Dobesh confirmed for Montreal. Sam Ersson expected for the Flyers.
You guys got anything in this one?
No, not off the top. Not right now.
All right. This one's just, I'm sure other people are going to be on it. I like the Caulfield Suzuki stack again today.
No.
There was 3 games without a point for Caulfield. He got a point last game. Much more consistent on the road, 74%. Got some, he had a goal against them on the 27th of October. See past season some success against them as well. And then if you go over to Suzuki, he's been just consistent since the break, honestly. It doesn't matter where he's playing. He's been very good since the break. And he also has a bunch of points against Philadelphia. So just keeping it simple, I'll likely be on that point stack. I didn't see the price yet. I didn't check it out, but definitely will be on that one.
Very nice.
Yep.
Ray and Tice, you're just doing a quick look. Ray, did you consider any goalie bets thus far?
No, not yet. I looked at the first couple of games, but nothing really caught my eye, honestly.
Tortorella stepped down today.
Really?
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, so
Did you see his
there's going to
comments
be a lot
after
of
the last
people
game?
on the Philly bump, which is understandable.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess you kind of have to name an interim coach, but like you probably just go this game with the assistant coach. I think
Honestly, so
you probably just ride out
kind
the
of makes
season
me
with the
want to look
assistant
at
coach.
this right here. I don't know why. I mean, there's the history, which is nice against Montreal for Konechny, but he was real quiet for a long stretch. He's getting some shots on goal lately, and if you want to play into that narrative, the coach is gone. Teams always seem to get this like bump, the game after.
Mhm.
I could see him just stepping up for the team, right? He's an important factor there, all-star on their team, right? So
Yeah.
he's going to have to lead. I can see Michkov, maybe being like fuck Torts and coming, going ripping off some shots too. So, but look at the team leader. He's plus money for some shots, Konechny. So that's an interesting one to me. I think I'll be looking at that in this one. Again, his hit rate is kind of ugly when you look overall. He's been inconsistent, but I like the rise in volume here coming up a little bit, if you see, and the motivation of, coach is gone, lead the team. Somebody's got to do it. So I like that one.
So apparently he was relieved of his duties by the Flyers. So
he was fired.
Yeah, my bad. But did you hear his comments after last game? He said, "I'm not really interested in learning how to coach in this type of season where we're at right now."
Get him out of
So
there.
he's like, "Okay, see ya." I am kind of excited to see like how the team goes offensively because, like you were talking about, like they've kind of been strapped by Torts and the kind of system he wants to play. But now, like, are we going to see like a Michkov explosion? Or
I could see it being him. Like, don't get me wrong. I just was, again, plus 110, and he is, more of the leader than Michkov, obviously. Despite how good Michkov can play, it's still Konechny, who I would assume would be like the guy who's like, all right, guys, he's out of here. Let's have a game, something like that. So let's see him rip off some shots to get everybody going.
Was there a good target positionally shots?
Hold on.
They're much better target for
centers and defensemen are the best
on the season.
They're mediocre.
Is that last 10?
Like middle of the pack. Yes.
Perfect.
Middle of the
Exactly
pack,
what
overall.
the Flyers are rich of. Defensemen. and
I was
centers.
just looking here, season wise.
Yeah.
Okay, I might
Absolutely.
end up just
Are we
playing
good
this.
to move on?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Well, I was locking it in. Ray, you got anything
Oh,
before
sorry.
we move
One
on?
thing I want to make note
No,
of.
I don't.
You got to make note of this. Look at Slaff's explosion in volume here. This guy's been ripping the puck. Still at a 1.5 line. So if you want to take a chance on 3 here, I don't like the target personally, but I just wanted to bring that up. He's been at a 1.5 line this entire time. He's just crushing it.
Very nice.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Slavkovsky as an option. Next up, we've got the Washington Capitals at the Minnesota Wild. Capitals are 8-1-1 in their last 10, looking to help Ovi get his record. Still the second highest scoring team in the league, facing the second lowest scoring team in the league in Minnesota. They're scoring less than 2 goals per game. Neither of these teams allowing many goals, 2.5 or fewer on either side. That's good for top 8 in terms of bad matchups. Of the pack in terms of shots for and against on both sides. And the only positional matchup that really stands out is Minnesota against defensemen. We do have Gustafsson confirmed in net. He has been playing very well. We'll go to Walla for some player information.
I did not do anything in this game, but I would just look at this. I'm just going right to this one. Oh, all right. Nice. I like it.
I pulled them up too.
Yeah, go.
All right. Good to play
What'd you say,
that.
Spit?
Rightfully so.
I pulled them up too. John Carlson looks great.
Okay.
1.5 line.
No.
Oh, I'm dumb.
You're going to go 1.5 minus 142.
For a parlay,
When he's just clearing the line versus Chikrin at plus 118 when he's flying.
Well, these glasses are just
Too many
for show. I can't
JCs.
see
Too
it.
many JCs on Washington. It's the JC
Yeah.
defenseman. Gotcha.
I'm playing this though because
Ooh, it's
I've
volume.
been playing defenseman against them almost every game. I don't think I played it last game because let me see who they played. Vegas, yeah. To me, there's nobody worth backing for defenseman shots on Vegas. So I skipped that game, but I played Harley, Darlene, Montour. I think I had Falk, or if I didn't, I looked at it and I was pissed at myself for not playing it. That's probably it. So yeah, I'm gonna go right back to Chikrin because this means nothing to me right here. Vegas not hitting means nothing.
Yeah.
Their defensemen are not worth backing for shots. So hopping right back on it here. He had 2 shots on 9 attempts. So don't like that he went under, but totally fine with seeing that he had 9 attempts against them, plus money, locking it in.
Righty, Walla's on Chikrin. Anybody else on Chikrin or on anything else?
I'm probably going to play him too. I mean,
Yep.
I've been playing him all year. He was at 1.5 last slate, played him that way. So definitely
Rich
back
point
that.
now.
But I also like Gustafsson saves over 23.5.
I was hoping you'd say it. I agree.
He's just been playing terrific lately. So I don't see him allowing too many goals. Just in his last 4 games, he's only allowed 4 goals. So
It's the model
Minus
say.
130. It could move very quickly. So if you like it, contender props usually don't get too juiced. They'll move it by a save. So if you like it,
Chikrin is 122 on FanDuel right now. If anybody
terrific.
is looking at that.
Okay, so everybody's going to be playing Chikrin, and Ray and I on Gus the Bus.
What's the model say shots?
We got a 1.5 point or 1.5 shot edge, save edge.
I like that play. It's just I haven't played goalie saves much, and I'm not gonna just like jump on
Start
that
now.
prop at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah,
I like
100%.
it. Great play.
I like
Alright,
how
we
it's
appreciate
correlated to the 2 plays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I look at. Whenever you guys are talking about saves, I try to just find my favorite target for shots on the other team. That's what I do. So
Yeah.
That's perfect. All right, so 2 options in that game. Let's keep it moving. We've got 6 games left, I believe. Next up, St. Louis Blues taking on the Nashville Predators. St. Louis, the highest scoring team in the league, 4.2 goals for per game. Nashville not allowing a ton. They've cleaned things up a bit defensively, only the 7th fewest goals against. St. Louis is also very good defensively, 2nd fewest goals against, 3rd fewest shots against. Nashville also pretty good in limiting shots. They are the 6th worst matchup that you can get. So nothing really standing out here in terms of being a tremendous matchup. Did anything stand out to you on the player side of things?
I don't know. Bring up the
I should
screen.
say St. Louis 8-1-1.
Holy
8-1-1 over their last 10.
They
Yeah,
went
this
from
is
one of
it
the
shouldn't be-
sorriest teams to one of the funnest teams to bet.
it shouldn't be minus 125.
On my book, it's minus 150. People have been hammering
Yeah.
it all day.
There you go.
I mean, yeah,
Where's
it shouldn't be
FanDuel's minus 125? It's
125.
only playable on FanDuel.
And look, so
Yeah.
you're like, oh, but 33%, right, against Nashville. Yeah, all this season, all of them.
Yeah,
6
he's
points
really
in 3
elevated
games
his
this season.
game.
So, yeah, that shouldn't.
Yeah.
That's just like
His
a
previous
principle.
seasons just not relevant.
And if you
Yeah.
want, just pair. If you want plus money, you just pair it with Cairo. He's also dominates Nashville. And it's been you know what? That's what I'm just gonna do. So if only Holloway comes through, you can all remember this and laugh at me. But I think I have to just keep pairing them together.
Yeah.
That's a good pivot too, because it looks like only FanDuel has the minus 125. So I think a lot of people will have to pair them. So,
Yeah.
so
You
that's a
get
good,
plus
that's a good
120
pivot.
if you pair them together.
Yeah, right here. So FanDuel minus 125, and the best you're gonna get is minus 148 for Holloway elsewhere. So if you
Crazy.
just pair them, I would guess.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's a good one.
I mean, I know it's a little too juicy for most people, but the money line at being minus 140 just seems mispriced for how
Holloway point and money line.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're gonna win if these guys keep rolling. We didn't even mention Robert Thomas either.
No.
Yeah.
Assist machine, Robert Thomas.
Minus
assist was
115 for an
yeah.
assist. Are you serious? Look at this. What's their team total?
3.5 at plus 160, 2.5 minus 165, but they've scored.
Wait, what? It goes from 2.5 minus 160 to 3.5 plus 160?
Yeah. They've scored 4 plus goals in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is that normal?
7
Like,
straight games.
that seems like a
know.
massive gap to me.
Yeah,
Maybe
I don't
I'm just
know.
wrong. I don't know.
I mean, I don't mind the plus 160 for 3.5. They've hit it in 7 straight.
Yeah, I was just hoping, like, when you said plus 160, I was like, oh, maybe 2.5 is a little doable there, but
No,
minus
minus
160.
165. I mean, you could do that with a Holloway point. 2.5.
But at that point, just play Holloway point if it's minus 125 on FanDuel.
But not everybody has
right.
FanDuel.
Right. Why don't you have FanDuel? What states don't have FanDuel?
I need to grow up.
All right.
Canada, only one province with it. It sounds like nothing.
Florida is not a real state.
Is that fair?
Sorry?
We're all good in this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep it
Everything
moving. Next up, I
Blues.
have
Nothing but Preds.
the Dallas Stars at the Calgary Flames. Kind of a middling matchup. Dallas 15th most goals for, Calgary 15th most goals against. They're both around 21 in terms of the Calgary versus Dallas side. Calgary shooting a fair amount, 9th most in the league over the last 30 days. That's 29. The 11th most shots against. Dallas not shooting a ton. Calgary middle of the pack in terms of shots against. In terms of matchups, decent matchup for wingers on both sides. It's a top 10 matchup over the last 10 games. Also a decent matchup for Dallas defensemen, if you like Thomas Harley. This is a back-to-back game for Dallas. They beat Edmonton last night, 4-3. We will go to Walla for some player information. And
You
we
said
have Dustin Wolf
Calgary's
confirmed.
Oh, sorry.
13th most shots against for defensemen on the Calgary side. Yeah, so solid.
Last
matchup.
10.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Just wanted to. Yeah. All right. I didn't even realize that they were letting up shots to defensemen. Harley's been pretty solid lately. I don't like the volume in that last game, but
Yeah.
Um.
That was last night. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's
He's,
see what he's like on 0 days rest.
33%.
Taking advantage of his opportunities though, with no.
Yeah,
ice
the
command.
volume's bad on no days rest, but
Mm-hmm. Look at to see
one
if
thing I will
anybody's
say-
good on 0 days rest.
Seeing a ton of new viewers. So if you are new, if you have any questions, comments, plays, drop those in the chat. We've got about 5 games left in the slate. We'll do a recap of all our plays at the end as well. Tice is
I
looking
just
to see if
found
any-
2 parlay pieces I like. Let me get the odds really quick.
is it
All
this
right.
guy?
Yes. I love him on if you do no days rest.
Yep.
He has a crazy hit rate on no days rest this year. And then I like Uyghur over 1.5. So let me
Oh,
see
he's
what
up at
that is.
2.5 normal. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, his volume puts him. He has to be on the radar for 1.5 with that volume. That's
So
pretty.
plus 150 for Uyghur 2 and then Duchesne 2, which I think is amazing odds.
Yeah, and that's the only spot that you can target against Dallas, in my
Right.
opinion, is the defenseman. I like that.
Hans is good on 0 days rest, but his chart looks awful.
Who's
It's
that? Who?
hints.
Oh,
I just think this is what you can see on Duchesne's chart. Just the spike right here. He's a guy who not a super volume shooter either. So, he's averaging 3.7 attempts on the season, but 4.3 over the last 10, 4.8 over the last 5. And so that's where you're seeing now he's hitting the 3 shots on goal. So he really just needs like 5 attempts.
4 or 5 attempts, yeah.
4 attempts for 2 shots on goal. I want to see something. And like 5 attempts for 3. This is last season. Just curious what he was like last season with
Looks
4
like a lot
shots
of
on
green.
goal, or 4 attempts, and then 5 attempts. This was last season, and then this season when he gets 5 attempts, look at all those 3 shots.
Can you filter
That's
the
beautiful.
2.5? I just want to see how the chart looks.
Oh yeah,
Bump it
right
up.
here, boom, like that.
Gotcha.
We got a 67% this year, 68% last year. So pushing close to 70% when he gets 5 shot attempts for the 2.5 line. So 1.5 definitely looks really good. Any points in this one, anybody?
I'm just looking at that.
Robertson's been hot.
What's his name's probably gonna be in that today, right? D Smith. I'm
Probably.
assuming, right?
Was it Otter last night? I think it was.
I think it was Audie. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I'm
expected.
looking at his
He's
thing.
expected.
He's been pretty good, right?
Ooh.
To Smith, so 3 games in the last 30 days, less than 2 goals against, and a 9.33 save percentage, which is
Yeah,
very
never
good.
mind. I don't want to. I'm not targeting that.
I'm good to keep rolling.
Yeah, I think it's Uyghur, shots, and Duchesne are our favorites. There's probably some other good stuff, but
I mean, Duchesne Point. I know we don't really want to target Wolf, but Duchesne Point looks really good. He's got
I needed that yesterday, of course.
Me too.
he's got good history against them. 9 out of the last 10. A few multi-points in there, and also on 0 days rest this season. 67%, and he's got 3 multi-point games in a row.
Damn. Yeah.
Wolves letting up about 3 goals per game.
Yeah.
So not horrible. Okay, so that's another angle from Tyson to Shane Point. We've got 3 games left and 15 minutes. And we do it. Los
Plenty
Angeles
of-
Kings taking on the Colorado Avalanche. 2 high-scoring teams. Top 5 in terms of goals for, both bottom 3 in terms of goals against. They're also both shooting a ton and not allowing a ton of shots left. 2 good offensive, 2 good defensive teams going head to head. The only matchup that really stands out is wingers on the Colorado side. So Los Angeles Wingers have a decent matchup. But outside of that, nothing is really standing out matchup-wise. We'll go to Walla for some player information. We know that it is Mackenzie Blackwood in net for the Avalanche.
Oh man, I don't like this game personally.
No.
Between
Not
the
for
2
Bob.
teams over their last 10 games, 17-2-1.
Yeah.
Kempe has been all right on the road. 8
What
of
did
his
you
last
say?
10.
Shots?
Between the 2 teams over their last 10, the combined record is 17-2-1.
Oh my god.
What's overtime?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah, right?
overtime in this one? No, yeah, for real. What is what are the odds on overtime in this one? I can see that.
Plus 300?
Yeah. Plus 300.
That could be worth a sprinkle, or like if you want to make a round robin with some crazy odd stuff. Plus 300 is good for a round robin. Not saying you have to do, the same prop as the rest of the round robin or anything, but that could be a interesting.
Add
leg
that to
here.
Batherson goal.
That's a fun one. Okay, LA Kings, Colorado overtime, plus 300.
If you want, you can do this. First period total goals under 1.5 minus 115. Both
Either way,
goalies been playing pretty well. So
Yeah,
Kempe shots look all right. 4 straight when he goes on the road to Colorado. He had 4 against them earlier this season. It was on 4 attempts. Wow, that's and then he's been pretty good on the road. But I'm not going to play it.
Yeah. Anything making your card Tyson Ray that standing out?
I think
No.
the Kings win, but that's about it.
I just don't like.
Fair.
I don't know what side to pick. Like both teams are scoring a ton, not allowing a ton. So like, what breaks?
Do the
I
OT
just feel
then.
like they have
Split the
Colorado
difference.
at minus 155. So
Really?
LA's plus 135. So I think it should be. The thing is,
Closer,
LA's pretty
right?
bad on the road. Yeah,
I was gonna
Yeah.
say that's the only worry.
yeah.
Are they
All right.
bad on the road, or are they just
Um,
unreal at home?
Could be.
I think they're very good at home.
Yeah, they got a 26-3-4 record. Oh, they are. Bad.
Are they getting like blown out on the road? Because then I wouldn't want to look at the tie. Like if they're just
14,
like
18-5.
if they're just getting like blown
5
out on the
overtime.
road, then that's not good. But I don't know. I'm just
5
saying that's
overtime.
interesting to me. These teams are. I'm looking at a game. I don't really like anything. It looks like it could be tight
Close
game.
one.
Yeah.
I mean,
think we should keep it moving, right? You
yeah.
only got 10
They're
minutes.
ramping up for playoff hockey. Next up on my list, I've got the Edmonton Oilers at the Seattle Kraken. Both these teams top 10 in terms of goals for. Kraken 13th in terms of goals against. Edmonton without Stuart Skinner tonight. Picard will be in net. Both these teams shooting a ton, 30 or more basically per game for both of these teams. Seattle's 16th most in terms of shots against. Edmonton's 9th fewest. In terms of matchups, tremendous matchup for wingers. Seattle, the most shots allowed to wingers over the last 10 games at just under 13 per game. No McDavid, no Leon.
Wait, Seattle is letting up
Who's stepping
that
up?
many shots to wingers? Or you're saying Seattle?
The best matchup for wingers.
Oh, okay. I
Seattle's
wasn't sure
the
if
best
you were
matchup
saying it.
for wingers.
Gotcha. Okay.
I've got one that I just thought of. So, can you do Picard saves?
Can I?
Could you please, Father?
I'm capable.
And then could you filter it to at least 41 minutes played?
That's going to cost you extra.
I'm just thinking because Skinner's out, and I mean,
41, not 40. 41.
yeah, he's got to play
Okay.
at least 2 periods.
Okay.
Because then, what is that? Now he's cleared an 8 straight. I mean, if he's out, Skinner, sorry, then they just called up Evan Rodriguez.
Yep.
They're probably not going to pull him.
And here
Right.
with Seattle right here.
Yeah.
That'd be real bad.
Yeah.
He
I mean,
had
there's
26
no
saves against Seattle.
Yeah, 23
Seattle's
and a half.
shooting a ton. I know Oilers aren't allowing too much, 24.9, but I wonder, I'll have to dive into a little bit more to see how many they're allowing without McDavid and Draisaitl.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. They're
No?
lying. Yeah. It doesn't.
What do you mean
I'm
it doesn't
fine with
matter? In what way?
They're playing worse defensively.
Yeah.
From what I saw, I think I love the saves. I'm playing it for sure.
Yeah.
Even though you look at Seattle players and no one sticks out for shots, but it's just all
you
different
are-
guys just
spread it out.
shooting. So it's
You're not digging deep enough, Fire. Right here,
Yeah.
buddy.
Oh yeah, of course.
No, just look at that. Look at those. These minutes are pretty steady.
It's
Not
Oilers are
volume right here.
11th best matchup for wingers. Well, if you like that one, so it's still a good matchup.
Yeah, I mean, how much of that data is from without Dry and McDavid?
Ooh.
So if anything, it'd be better, probably though, right?
That would be my guess. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just saying that hurts their puck possession for sure.
No, I think
So,
yeah, it'd skew better.
and Nyman was second line last game, I believe.
He was.
Wish
Do
it
we
was a little
like
bit better
Zach
than
Hyman
-1.
for shots if Seattle's such a good matchup
yeah.
for wingers?
So what? The Nyman Hyman parlay?
I love it.
Nyman Hyman.
Nyman Hyman, 2 each. It's probably good.
It's a fun parlay.
Oh wow, actually
What
Hyman.
other mans can we throw into
He's
it?
ripping.
Yeah, he's ripping without them. The only thing is he doesn't have great 0 days rest history, but I kind of
Again,
want to
none of
throw
this.
that out.
Yeah,
Right?
Again, there's what's the sample? Can I even look at that right here? Sample without both of those guys, and then 0 days rest. It's probably not going to bring.
You're probably not going to get anything.
Probably not going to get to.
Yeah.
There's not one. So, it's kind of irrelevant, in my opinion.
But in his
Look at that volume these games.
yeah.
Okay. Anything else in this one? Or should we finish?
I got one more thing. Look at Ryan Nugent Hopkins without McDavid.
Shot. Ooh. I mean, I don't need to. It's been these last few games.
Yeah, but look at it.
All right, yeah.
Season.
In general, all right. Let me go. Oh, I need
He
to
steps
go
it up.
injuries. My bad. Out. This season looks good.
Yeah.
So it's
Nugie, what's
Is
his
that-
points?
Minus 154.
Yeah. I was just curious what it looked like here.
Yeah. Oh.
He had a
good
hattie
history.
against Seattle,
Woo.
by the way, last game. 2 games ago? He had a hattie versus Seattle.
8-game point
So-
streak against Seattle, too.
Ryan Hyman Nyman.
Yeah,
I love it.
so it's looking at.
well done.
Say it 10 times fast.
All right. Ryan Hyman Nyman. Ray's parlay of the day.
Nugent,
gotta run that.
his name tonight is Ryman, just for tonight. Nyman Hyman Nyman.
Anything else in this one? We got one game left. 5 minutes.
No, we got a lot of plays in that one. I like it.
Yeah, lots to consider.
All right.
I didn't say. One save edge, according to our model for Pickard in that one. Last game of the night, the Toronto Maple Leafs are taking on Walla's San Jose Sharks. The Leafs' 6th most goals for, 10th most goals against. San Jose is not scoring. They are middle of the pack in terms of goals against. San Jose is doing a good job in terms of shot suppression, 12th fewest shots against. Toronto letting up a ton, 6th most shots against. Great matchup for centers in terms of shots on both sides. And the Leafs scorching hot power play, almost 50%. And the Sharks allowing the 3rd most power play opportunities against. What'd I say?
That's
No.
crazy. How is Matthews plus
We'll go to
135?
Walla.
Matthews plus 135 power play point. Nylander
Oh, you're looking at
160.
power play. Yeah.
Marner 165. Marner. Let's see. On the road.
And in terms of goalies, Stolar's confirmed. Or Wool confirmed.
Hello.
Mitch Marner.
There we go. 4 power play points in his last 3 against San Jose. What about Matthews? 2. Nylander.
That's a
4.
fun.
All right. Maybe little bit on Nylander and Marner. Matthews too if you want, but one of those other guys is likely to be involved on a power play point. And it could be both.
Yep, absolutely.
You could get both of them on one.
Yeah, ideally, right?
I think that's
Too bad you can't parlay
I'm
those.
looking at. I know the Bet
Okay.
365 had it for like 2 days, like 2 seasons ago.
Yeah,
They had
it makes
power play
sense. Like
points
they should.
parlayed. Oh yeah, they probably within the first 2 days got hit by some massive same game parlay, and they were like, "Oh shit, what were we thinking?"
And actually, so we have a Stolar save line, but I have Wall as expected, so I don't know what's going on there.
I have a Wall saves line.
Same here.
Yeah, okay. DraftKings says Stolars. Either way,
they got both both lines listed.
makes sense.
Yeah, so if we're not sure.
Either way, that's the biggest edge that I have. That's almost a 3 save edge. If you like the over.
Sharks
San
can
Jose.
shoot.
Yeah.
They can
Yeah.
get in some shots. Willie Smith here. Will
Oh,
Smith's been
Foley too.
Woo!
Will Smith's been rolling with some shots here. Let's see at home.
Foley's playing his hometown team.
I always like Toffoli. Look at that. Toffoli.
Canucks
playing
legend
very well.
Toffoli.
He's been on every
so
team.
many teams. Yeah, I'm like, I just was about to say, are you joking or? I don't remember that one.
Say that for everyone who played for the Canucks. Always a legend. But yeah, I mean, I like a lot on the San Jose side for shots. Like they've got a lot of good guys with, green
One
charts.
part.
So
Don't like the
Kind of-
prices. though.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, for sure. But that makes me like Wool saves
Oh, sure, yeah. I get what
because
you're
all
saying.
these guys are shooting.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to write down that. Toronto goalie saves, whoever it is.
Especially if we have that edge.
Big one, yeah.
Yeah.
Ray, you had to play on Tuesday with some of these players. Are you going back to it?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't
Well,
matter
can
who's
you-
in net really for San
What do you-
Jose. So
Can you pull up
team's
Nylander and
just
Tavares'
playing.
points?
Oh, yeah. I played them last game. They were
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh, okay. The price is a little different.
Little
what
bit.
you got?
Minus 250 for Nylander. Minus
Yeah, I don't know
188
if-
for Tavares.
You might get. I don't know if you're gonna get plus money for that. Maybe even
Plus
Or-
what? Plus 115.
Really?
I mean, minus 115. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry
Oh,
about that.
So Tavares' goal was plus 160, I think you had. It might have been plus 190. He's been ripping.
I'm telling you. Just go with a power play point.
how's the Sharks PK? Oh
Probably
yeah, I
terrible.
took them. I took Toronto to get a
Middle of
power
the-
play goal last game.
Middle of the pack.
That was great. Let's see if it's playable tonight.
You had that. Oh yeah, get that number and then we'll wrap it up. So yeah, I think my favorite play will be the Leafs goalie saves. Walla loves the Leafs power play point. Just make sure you pick the right one.
minus 135
You got a couple
Pretty good.
places here.
for how how
It's
well
these
the
two guys.
top power
Look at
plays
that.
clicking right now?
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changing as I'm going between Marner and Nylander.
Yeah.
They each got
Marner,
5 power
Nylander.
play points in the same games.
Isn't it just
That's
funny
crazy.
that we get 4 goals in our goal lay that we did, and mine didn't score? Like both your guys got 2 goals.
Jordan tried to tell you Brady, but you know.
Yeah, Jordan, do you want to fuck
all
my
good.
wife too while you're at it? Tell me what's going on.
It's all good. I didn't say it. Why are you mad at me? Ray's the one rubbing it in. Okay, that I think is brings us to the end of our show. Real
Yeah,
quick, we'll
I gotta
around
go.
the
I'm
horn.
freezing
You're
in this
good.
basement right now.
You're good. Whoever wants to, we'll go around the horn. Let people know where they can find your work. Wally, you want to go quick and then you can hop off?
Yeah, sure. I'm on Twitter at Wallabets. I do the trends for props.cash, and I have a Discord called the Moshpick.
Perfect. Thank you. Tyson, where can people find your content?
Find me at Spittin' Picklets. You can find all my written content at Canucks Army and all of my plays in the Cook the Books Discord.
Ray.
Yeah. At Firefighter Bets on all socials. That's it for you.
Oh, what a joke.
At Shop Props on Twitter /X, shopprops.com for some NHL data. Good luck tonight, everybody. Thank you for watching. We will be back next week. Peace.
See you next Tuesday.